Hello everybody out there in the internet, welcome to Aimless Babble Z episode 332. I'm Ticketmaster, joined by...
RPG Maniac 05.
And Trioptical.
So we've got so much from playing, some RRR, and the news. So I guess we'll start with what you've been playing. So I've been playing some stuff. I'll start with handhelds because what did I move on from a game? Well, obviously I moved on from Rogue Legacy because I was like, that game's done. Let's kick it to the
Because you
curb.
love it so much.
And I was like, I'm free of this roguelike terribleness. And then, and then I started up the Swindle, not knowing what it was, except it had stealth elements and steampunk setting. And it's a roguelike, it's a trap, but it's a different type of roguelike. You have like essentially 100 days before something happens, and you have to try to stop it. And then I'm at like day 96 or something, and I'm doing terrible in the game, so I'm gonna die. So I will tell you what happens next week. But
You can't be doing terrible if you made it almost to 100 days.
no, you have to basically stop the thingy before 100 days. Like
Oh, so you mean
surviving
you're
100
actually
days is
like
yeah.
not... Oh, okay.
Yeah, cause like
So
every
you've
time you,
actually
every time you,
split up
and then like it
major
has the
then.
same thing, or has a similar mechanic to Rogue Legacy, where like every time you die or you lose a character, you spawn in as a different character. So it's like you're just a bunch of
Randos.
random steampunk thief wannabes, and you just slowly over time upgrade your skills with the money that you steal, and then use those upgrades to steal more money, and then yeah, you try to get to the 5th level, I think, 'cause there's like 5 different levels, but they cost a lot to unlock. So grind it out. Oh yeah, because it's roguelike. And die over and over. So yeah, I got to stage 3, and it's like day 96. I'm like, yeah, this isn't happening. So
Teehee.
yeah, I guess we'll see what happens when you don't make the cut next week. Because that's how many times I died in like a week. 100 times in a week. That game was so fun. Roguelikes are so fun. They're not fun. I didn't even get any trophies. And I was like, F this game. So yeah,
Just
played that game.
evidently.
It's like, what a waste of time. Effing roguelike, I should just like switch the first day, but I was like, well, it's only 100 days, 100 lives. I know I'm terrible at this game. I'm gonna die so fast, and I did. So yeah, played that. I kind of played Hitman, not really, because there's like an elusive hunt or elusive target, but I didn't get around to it, and I loaded up the game, and it was like, oh, you missed it. But it was in Paris, which I already have like mastery full on the bar, so it's fine. F that guy. Let's see, what else did I play? Some regular solid, Metal Gear Solid 5 is coming along. Where am I at in that game? I mean, I haven't got any progress as far as, getting actual things done, like, S ranks or mission tasks, but yeah, more materials to just keep the eternal the endless wartime proxy war of Metal Gear Solid going and stuff, because Motherbase has just gotta keep on keeping on. And then I played a lot of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Like I finished my 3rd playthrough today. I started my 4th
I still
playthrough.
haven't finished my first one. Good job.
Jeez.
I started my 4th playthrough on
Wait,
I
how
didn't ask
short
for
is this game?
Well,
Like,
if you skip the
like
side
I
quests,
don't,
it's 6 to 8 hours.
I was about to
Cause
say, like, I don't
I
understand. How am I not finished with my first playthrough? You're already on your 4th.
Because
Like, that doesn't make any
because
sense
my
to
second
me.
playthrough, I just totally like blew through it on my second sitting of it. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna mess with the side quest, and I just like sat and played and just like didn't even mess with the side quest. And I was like, 6 hours later, done. I was like, wow, that was not a long game. So that's like a neat thing of like it's way shorter than Human Revolution, but it's not as fulfilling if you don't do the side quest. Even less so, because that main story is just still not hitting the beats for me. That being
Well,
said,
it's
this
weird not to
time,
do the side quests though, because it's like I feel like some of them kind of like go along with what's happening, but they
they
just
do
are qualified
and
as
flesh things
side
out.
quests for whatever weird reason.
And the main quest is just like a C tier cable television crime drama set in the
I
future,
love C-tier crime drama.
cyberpunk setting of like Task Force 29. What happened with the bomb and the Ark And the arc, or did the arc did the arc not do it? Whatever.
It did.
So the marketing didn't really talk about the plot. It was just like mostly the world. Is the world cool?
Yeah, it is. It's
Kind of depressing.
and I don't know, man. I'm kind of divided, har, on
Haha.
this because it's like it's got the cool cyberpunk setting, but it doesn't hit the beats and like all the right notes that the previous games do. Because like the other games, you go to other places, you're globetrotting. It's like, oh, I'm in Hong Kong, I'm in Paris, I'm in Hangzhou, I'm in Detroit, I'm in Montreal. Here, it's like, I'm in Prague.
Places.
Oh, Euro trip, Prague. Oh, and then you go to like some places on story missions, but you're like there for a hot minute, and then you're not there anymore. And it's like, well, that was disappointing. And it's like, oh, really dropped the ball on that one. So
There's a civil war going on. I mean,
it's not a
you kind of
civil
can't
war.
globe try. It's not a civil war.
There's just
They're
unrest.
like literally hunting down Augs and like
Unrest.
transporting them
It's
to a
yeah,
prison camp.
yeah. It's not as bad as it sounds.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right.
Oh, that's the
You.
other thing. As I was playing, I was like, they really need to like have a story in this universe of someone that's like not augmented to like tell their side because it's kind of skewed in this one. It's not fair and balanced. And I'm like, man, for like, or just it's like it'd be like nice, it'd be like neat to like play as like someone who's just like normal and has no superpowers, or like no, they're not using nanomachines like in the first Deus Ex, or they're not super augmented like Jensen. It's just like, yeah, I'm a normal human. I can do stuff, but
Yeah.
I guess I can like use all the technology we have around us to my advantage because I can't punch through walls, or see in the
I
dark,
technically can't now
or
anyway.
see through
So
walls. So yeah, technology. Woo.
Tokusatsu story.
Um, but yeah, this time I played through, and like I guess it's kind of it's I don't know, man. It's like I see what they're trying to do, but it's just like I don't know. I guess I just don't like the taste, because it's like I'm at peace with the game, but it didn't live up to my expectations. Because I get to the end, and like it's interesting what they do because they have like there's different dialogue based on like what went down, and like you can like talk to Alex who's there at the end and be like, oh well, I did this because this, but you only have three choices. So it's like, depending on where you fall in the morality spectrum or how you feel like talking to her, it's like, But then I don't know. And then like there's like a mid credit roll tease, and it's like, oh well, is that what they're going for? Who knows? So it's like I'm kind of annoyed of like having to wait for like future DLC to see like did they butcher this game like they butchered Human Revolution of like cutting out the whole missing link DLC. Because like the more I play this, the more that is like even more relevant. Because like the main or not the main protagonist, but like one of your NPC buddies from that mission is like very important, and they have a lot of relevance here. And then there's a whole sub story about the whole Hydron project and what went down there at I keep calling it the Pengu, but it's not the Pengu. Penga. Panchea. Panchea? No, it's not Pan. I don't know. It's the P island at the end, not like the urine P, but the letter P. So that place at the end where you got to make the choice. I don't know. I'm just so conflicted on this game. I'll try out the breach mode finally when I get around to it. That's the next thing I'm gonna do, and see if that's like any good at all, or if it was just like a waste of development time and like they should have had everybody focus on the story, which is probably what they should have did anyway. Whatever. And then yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I just keep scraping the bottom of the barrel, hoping it'll get better and like it'll taste delicious. But the more I play, I'm just like, yeah, this is it. This is what we got. And yeah, there's no changing it. So whatever. There's always room for improvement, I guess, in the DLC or the sequel. So yeah, am I kind of divided? Whatever. And that's all I've been playing. Sad face. Because I played a lot of that game, and I was just like the whole
for a
time.
game you claim you don't really like, you on your fourth playthrough.
Well,
I don't.
it's the game that like I said last week, dude. It's like the mechanics are good, like everything about it is solid except the story. Like the story is not bad. It's just doesn't live
So
up.
it's like Destiny.
You.
But it's true because you're doing the exact same thing you did with Destiny. It's like
I think I
you
just have a
keep
problem.
complaining
It's
about
like-
it,
I think I just have
like,
a problem. I find
He's
a
just
game
hurling himself against the
and
wall
I
and
want it to
trying
be
to make
good.
it stick.
Yeah, and it just
Basically,
doesn't do it
it's
for
like
me.
It being himself.
yeah, it's like I don't think it works like that. It's like
Come on!
it's like no, it's not gonna do it.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I've been playing. I'll still be playing
I
it,
have
and
been
still will be
playing.
getting better next week. So be prepared for that story. I'm sure. Because I haven't heard any like sizzle on the internets of Breach mode. It's so amazing. So I'm kind of scared that it's just gonna get worse. So yeah.
So amazing. You should play it.
Ugh, what a waste of development. What a waste of development time and resources. Whatever. Hopefully it's not good. I mean, hopefully it's not bad. Hopefully it's good. Jeez. I'm sorry, Topical. Continue. I'll shut up.
So I have been playing other stuff, but primarily I've been playing Lego Dimensions, which I've had for a while now. I got it on sale and it was really cheap, and then recently a bunch of the level packs were really cheap, and I was like, okay, I'll buy the level packs, and then start playing the main game that I've just been sitting on.
Good job.
Yes, I gotta say, like, I guess I didn't know anything about the game itself other than that it was Legos. It is much cooler than I thought it would be. It has surpassed my expectations. I sort of thought it would just be like one of the Lego games. You walk around, you punch everything in sight. Little gold and silver studs pop out of them. You collect those, and the story seemed interesting before that. Where I thought, or it was it's basically like Gandalf, Wild Style from the Lego Movie, and Batman from Lego Lego DC superheroes, and not the Lego Movie Batman.
But that's the fun Batman.
Yeah, this is the less, though still sort of kooky Batman, since they're all like Legos, and some evil guy is trying to mash all the worlds together, and is going around collecting stuff and gathering up villains, and then the three of you go and try to stop him, and like, it's really cool. The levels are really fun. It's sort of like Kingdom Hearts, I guess, because you go to these places and then
Tropical, don't say things like that.
it's like
That is dangerous. That is dangerous.
it's like the stories of those places are happening.
Or each world is like the different theme of whatever property
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So it's like you get to Back to the Future, and it's like you don't know what it is in the beginning. I wasn't thinking. I assume if you are following Lego Dimensions, you would know exactly what it was right when you got there. But I got there, and it's just like, we're in the Wild West. What the heck is this? And it's just doing things for farmers and stuff, and then suddenly, like, DeLorean is like, oh, it's Back to the Future. It's like, oh, it's like right after he got struck by lightning. And like, wow, that's cool. And there's like Ghostbusters and Portal, and although it's really neat, like some of the levels they did mashups, sort of like it kind of reminds me of like PlayStation All Stars. There was one where it's Metropolis, but Sauron got there and he like put up his tower in Metropolis, and you're like fighting orcs and stuff, and it's just like, this is crazy. And then like the Riddler had a bunch of orcs, and he had taken over Minas Tirith, the White City
That is
in
interesting.
order. That is like, this is really cool. Yeah, it's super fun. And so the other thing, like this, I did not expect at all. In Disney Infinity, and maybe Skylanders, I don't know, I haven't played that one either. You just sort of put the character down, and then that's your character, and that's basically the extent of the sort of physical item interface with the game. In Lego Dimensions, you are constantly moving those characters on the board around, because they've made the board so that it has 3 separate areas, and there's like lots of different puzzles that involve moving the characters to different parts of the board. So like a simple one is like Wild Style is a master builder, and occasionally you'll see like purple bricks and stuff like shining, and so what you have to do is like move Wild Style in the game to a certain spot, and then the board itself, like the different sections will start glowing. So like one section will start glowing purple, and you got to move wall cell there, and then another section will glow purple, and you got to move it there. And there's just like that's just one example. Like there's a ton of different things that like mechanics that they came up with involving moving the character pieces physically in your world around on the board. It's like, wow, this is, I thought this game was going to be basically one of the Lego games, except that instead of unlocking characters, you have to buy them for $20. And that's not the case. It's like they actually did a lot of stuff with the physical part. In fact, like in the beginning, you open the box, and unlike other sort of collector's editions boxes, they all have a certain type of cardboard. Like this is the Lego box cardboard, like that you get Lego toys in. And I was like, oh wow, so this is kind of different. You open it, and it has one of your Lego instruction books, and all it does is tell you to put together the character pieces, like the minifigs, and then it's like you turn to the next page and it says, okay, continue in the game. Just like start up the game, and there you go. I was like, huh, okay. And you get to a point in the game where you have to build like that portal thing. And the instructions aren't in the book. They're in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
So you're sitting there in front of your TV, and it's like you do every step, and then you hit X to go to the next page, and they've rendered this 3D instruction book, Lego instruction book in the game. And that happens multiple times.
That's very fourth wall breaching.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Kind of the point.
That kind of reminds me of like in the 90s, those board games where you like put the VHS tape in and like you'd play. And like, at certain parts, like the tape would like interrupt what you're doing, but like do stuff to you. Yeah.
Those made it to the next format. There are actually DVD versions of that too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Blu-ray ones, probably too expensive. But yeah, DVD definitely had those. And yeah, so Lego Dimensions is pretty like far more interesting than I would have thought without playing it and not reading anything about it. Just liking Legos in general. Primarily that's what I played. Like there was a few other things. I started Attack on Titan.
No.
I need to play that on hard. For some reason, at the beginning it says, if you play on easy, you can get through it easier. Do you want to turn on easy? And it defaults to yes. And I was like, okay. And I just hit all the defaults. So it was like, it defaults to yes on easy. It defaults to no on turning off gore. And there was a third one, I forget what it was. But yeah, those were the two that stood out in my mind. And then I started playing, I was like, this feels weird. Because in the parts, the playable parts, I'm doing super well. And just killing Titans left and right, like one button press each. And then you get to the cutscenes, and like everyone is dying.
Like the anime.
Yeah.
And the
manga. Like, there is a disconnect here.
It's funny because it's like you really shouldn't even be able to do. Because I mean, even in like the actual media that the game is based off of, it takes like squads to take down like one of those things. So it's like for you to just be going like, through like a button press.
And at the end of the level, it's like you killed 47.
One man army.
It was very funny. And yeah, the cutscenes are just like, that does not seem like, why did that happen if I am who I am? So yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. And then the other thing, and I'm just mentioning these briefly. You remember that Battleborn mobile game I talked about once?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. The one with the clicky?
The one that just plays itself, basically? Like when you turn it off and you leave, you come back and you've earned a lot of resources.
Oh, I think I remember that, yeah.
There is now one of those games on PS4 called Adventure Capitalist.
Yeah, I saw you playing that earlier, and I was like, what the hell is this nonsense?
I was sitting there actually kind of engrossed by it. It's basically you are just trying to make tons of money so that you can buy things to make more money. You start out with a lemonade stand, and there's no graphics. Like this is all. It's just it's like a spreadsheet almost, except colored.
Spreadsheet.
And then like bars fill up, and each time it fills up, like an action is completed, and you get money. And then like the money counter like just keeps adding money. Those are basically the only animation happening. And so you start out with the lemonade stand, and you hit square to make some lemonade and presumably sell it and get some money. And so you hit square, and you started out, I think, with like $2. You push square, and then you have $4. And then it's like, okay, now you can buy another lemonade stand. So you hit X. And then so now you have 2 lemonade stands. So every time you hit square, you get $4. And so on, and so on, and so on. And at some point, you decide, I don't want to push square anymore. And so you can hire managers to push square for you. And so your lemonade stands just start automatically generating money. And at this point, it's like, well, is the game just done? It's like, no, the next thing you can buy is a newspaper company. And then you get to push square and, sell newspapers and buy more newspaper companies. And it goes, just like bigger and bigger businesses. And like every time you buy a new stand, there's certain milestones that you hit. And then when you hit certain milestones, they like half the time it takes for the square action to complete. So in the beginning, it takes 1 second to like you push square, and then 1 second later you get your money. Once you have 25 of them, it takes half a second to get your money after you hit square. And then you get 50 of them, and it's half of that. And then 100 of them, half of that. 200 of them, half of that. And you just keep doing that with all these different businesses. And like the bigger the business, like the longer it takes. So I think the big one is an oil company, and it takes it's like 10 hours to generate one income from your square button. But each of those, like the 10-hour one, I think it starts at a huge number. And you just keep doing this. Or, once you have all the managers, like you're just sort of sitting there watching these bars fill up really rapidly, and the money counter keep going higher and higher. And I was sitting there thinking, this is mildly engrossing, but I'm trying to figure out why. Is it because like accumulating things, even if they're not real, feels good?
Probably, I would imagine.
I was just like sitting there, like, okay, what am I feeling, and why?
Power. Unlimited wealth.
And then so like I scrolled through some of the menus, and apparently what happens is you can get to or some of the later stages, like you get to $1 trillion, you can start an investment and like build the first businesses on the moon. And then after that you can build businesses on Mars and just like keep expanding your empire. And then
to conquer the sun. Ha 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 ha.
And the way the game keeps you playing forever is you can get angel investors. And I have no idea how this works. But essentially, like, I started yesterday, and then I left it overnight. And then this morning I went and looked, and it said I had, like, $500 billion or whatever. It's like, okay, what can I do with this? And so I upgraded all, bought more businesses for my business, and then looked, and it's like, oh, it says I have 6 angel investors. And I can, like, claim them, I guess it said. But in order to do that, I have to sell all of my businesses and start over from zero. And so you're thinking, like, why would you do that? It's like, well, the angel investors, like, for each one you have, they give you a, like, percentage increase on your profits once you have them. So I was like, okay. So I tried selling all of my businesses and getting like these 6 angel investors. Like, is it faster? It's like, maybe. I mean, it's only a 12% increase at this point. But then I looked at the upgrades, like, oh, there are upgrades that actually you have to like sacrifice your angels in order to get these upgrades. And there are things like, well, that's sort of the annoying part. It doesn't really tell you what they are. It just says, oh, for this many angels, you can get. The one I bought today was like you can get easy upgrader. I was like, okay, cool. What's that? And so I sacrificed one of my angels, and it basically added a button to the main page that I can just push to buy the next upgrade for any business that I have. And I was like, well, that's kind of dumb, but I suppose it's not false advertising. I guess it is easier to just push L1 rather than go into that other menu and go through all this stuff.
Like technically,
I don't know if it felt worth it. Because like right before I bought it, I was like, "Whoa, are you sure you're about to sacrifice 70%, 17% of your angels?" And I was like, that's fine." I was like, "Oh, this is all I got." So maybe I shouldn't have done that. So yeah, I don't know. It has trophies. Maybe I'll play it till I have all those. But other than that, I was like, I'm most interested in figuring out like why is this exciting? Because it sort of feels like when you play SimCity and stuff. Like SimCity doesn't. I mean, it does have goals, but you don't really play towards. I don't think most people play towards them. They just want to build a giant city that doesn't, collapse into bankruptcy or in flames. And it's like, well, why is that fun? And this is sort of like distilled down to its most basic
Micromanaging.
I mean, I'm doing it right now, and the game is going while I'm away. It's weird. So yeah, that's the interesting stuff that I've been playing.
RBG.
Stuff. So I've been making my way through Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I'm currently on some bank heist mission, I guess, to get there's some bio weapon inside the bank for whatever weird reason. So it's like I'm currently doing that because it's like the game asks you to choose between either going to the bank or talking to some bomb lady thing. So I was like, well, I don't really care about the bomb thing because I mean they've already blown up something, so damage is done. So better take care of this stupid little terrorist weapon or this little bioweapon thing. But so I'm currently on that, but it's like I've still been like going through without any of my augmentations because I still don't know which ones to buy. So I'm just like sitting on like 30 Paraxis point thingies, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eventually have to like spin these things. And just I'm kind of like running through this game without, I guess I'm just making it harder on myself because it's like I have no ability to. I can't be stealthy. I can't hack anything. I can't. It's just like I can't do anything, and I don't know. I don't know why I don't just pick something and call it a day, but still haven't. So I've been kind of just making do with my lack of powers, and I mean it still works. So I mean I guess it's good that the developers allowed or they like have it so that you can still do stuff even if you don't have augmentations. So there's that at least. But I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't even know if I'm like that far in the game or not because it doesn't even really because like the story doesn't really like seem like there's like a climactic point or anything to it. So it's like you're kind of just like going through the motions and doing stuff. But I mean, I'm assuming I'm making progress. I don't know if I am or not. I don't know. I don't know, man. So we shall see how that goes. And yeah, that'll be later on, I guess. I played Paragon briefly to test out that drum guy that Tropical was talking about last week because I was curious and I was like, let me see what this drum thingy is guy is talking about because I want to know. I want to know. So I played him, but then like the match I played him with, like everybody on the team, they all chose melee characters. So like nobody was able to do anything because we were all short range, and I didn't realize the drum guy was like melee only
Also
too.
short range,
So just like,
except for his drumstick throw.
the drum, yeah. What I mean, that thing that attack is useless. So
It's
so I was
so
like,
good, especially like I think maybe your team just wasn't good enough because you can use it really well with a bunch of melee guys because then if they have range guys, they can't escape. Like the moment they see that many melee guys, they try to run, and if you stun them, they're basically
well, the
dead.
problem is like the team I was with, like they were not great at melee characters or whatever it is they were doing because like they kept doing very dumb things and like abandoning lanes when they shouldn't be, and then like the one guy who was like supposed to be there because it's like I was like, yeah, I'm a like pure support characters. I was like, I can't really do much unless there's like somebody with me. So it's like they just left me in the lane, and I was like, okay, so you do realize we're just gonna lose this lane because there's no one here to actually like fight if somebody comes over here. So it was just a mess, man. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. But his abilities are kind of cool though. It's just weird playing as him though because it's like he's not like really like an attacker. Like even like the other support characters like have like you know some form of like obvious playstyle, but it's just weird because his skills are not like normal stuff. So it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. So I was like, ugh, I need to. So after we like lost that game horribly, I was like, well, I have to get the horrible loss out of my mouth. So I played another matches, Iggy and Scorch, and then we like dominated that match. Still, they like ended up quitting like partway through. So I was like, well, I feel better now. So we're done here. So it was so yeah, I got to do that, but it's like I didn't play it too long because I was like, okay, I just need to test this guy out to see what Tropical was talking about, and then I did. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Um, other than that, I picked up God Eater 2 Rage Burst, which came with the free copy of Resurrection, which is the updated re-release of the first game. Um, that came out on the PSP like I think it was like 6 years ago or something. It was a long time
Wow.
ago. So yeah, it
Wait,
was
so it's a port of the PS4?
the yes from the it's well Resurrection is technically a port to the PS4. Burst was made or Burst or 2 Rage Burst was made
Well,
for the
like the
Vita.
6-year-old one is
That
that?
one was PSP. That's a port to the PS4.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, they so it's an updated re-release of the PSP game, and obviously they had to like overhaul it because I mean,
Yeah.
for obvious reasons. But they added like some of the stuff from God Eater 2 in Resurrection to kind of like update the fighting and everything. So it's like they have like the different weapon changes and the and like the other abilities and stuff. But it's like since they added like as opposed to just using like just the guns or the swords or something, now you can use like change the tops to like hammers or scythes or like different weapons and stuff. And then they just added a bunch of like updates to I guess change the fact that it was like on a less powerful console at the time. So yeah, so it was basically just completely overhauled and made into a different game. And then they did it similar to like, well, I guess technically since Resurrection came out before the other guys started doing their updated re-releases, but it's like similar to like how Soul Sacrifice Delta and Token and the Kawami. I think that's that one. That one. It's like it's done where they like in addition to the main story, they added like a playable epilogue, but the epilogue is about as long as the main game, so it's basically like two games in one. But the epilogue like follows like one of the subplots from the main game and carries on from there. So it's like you get twice the game out of the whole, I guess Resurrection came, you get it for free since if you picked up like one of the day one release or the day one copy or the launch copies of God Eater 2. So it's like you get 3 games for the price of 1. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing though. So yeah.
Alrighty, so we can move on to RRR, Rapid Release Response.
What's your next game, Tekken?
XCOM 2.
Ah.
A long way away.
Yeah. I was like, what's a September
Because it
game for
got
Tekken?
delayed.
I don't know.
Ugh, I think in the interim I will try to play through Witcher 1 and 2 so I can pick up Witcher Complete Collection.
Which is out already.
Or something else. There's something else I had like as a goal. Oh, play the original Deus Ex again because I was like, dude, this Mankind Divided. It's like, I mean, I've played it a lot, but it's like there's something missing in my life. And it just doesn't hit the beats like the other ones do.
Well, yes, this is rapid release responses for the month of September. Basically, we go through the release list from releases.com. Generally PS, PlayStation games, occasionally Wii games, PC games. But yeah, we read the title, we give a brief response to it, and if it's a type response, then we read the truncated description right off the site. As always, this is mostly for entertainment purposes. For real information, probably should go look that up. So here we go. September 1st is soon. It says that Super Dungeon Bros comes out September 1st for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I wonder if the description on this one is going to be, "Brother needs food badly." You haven't had enough of those.
With the tagline of "Bros before foes," this
one.
game has to have a sense of.
I was initially like, I think because I think that game is single player, so it's like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on it because like initially it kind of sounded like it was gonna be it would be fun to play as like an online co-op thing, but then it doesn't have it, so it's like disappointed. So I was gonna pass.
Shame. September 2nd somehow also has a release. Seasons After Fall for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
That's winter.
I know, it's like, you can just
Or
say what the season
all of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, technically, yes. All of them come after each other, so yes. All of the seasons. No, I have no idea what this game is, so.
I don't either.
The spirits of the 4 seasons are gone. Something is definite.
No, I don't.
So you have to go and find the other seasons and make the calendar whole again?
Yes.
Yes. September 6th, an actual Tuesday. Beyond Flesh and Blood for PS4 and Xbox One.
I have not heard of this game.
I have no idea.
With mind-controlled mechs, rumors of aliens, and hacked commune.
You had me at mind-controlled mechs. That's all I need in my life. Mechs.
Nope.
No.
Armored Core GTFO, man.
The Tomorrow Children for PS4.
I am not interested in this game. It looks weird. I know Hino's excited for it.
I played the beta, but it's like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, and it's one of those you live in games anyway. So it's like, yeah, I don't have time for this game.
No Man's Sky, but in Russia.
Yes, and except you actually have stuff to do.
And it's actually multiplayer.
Uh, we apologize to anybody out there that actually loves No Man's Sky. So
I think it's pronounced Quarare or Curare Magic Library for PS4.
I want to say I've heard of this game, but I can't remember if I'd have or not.
I know that Curare is a villain in Batman Beyond, but I've not heard of this game.
I know that as well, but I don't think that's what that is. So,
This is like a
Feast
stealth game?
your eyes on a rich variety of dazzling card illustrations.
Ew, no thank you. Oh, this game! I know what this game is. I saw it on Twitter because PlayStation account like tweeted it. It's like some weird Japanesey weirdness going on with like fan service. No, you don't want this game.
or maybe you do.
And I
You're
mean,
into
unless
that.
you're into that, there's nothing wrong with that. 'Cause, you know, whatever.
There's everything wrong with it. We're judging you.
Then Dogos
What?
for PS4. Putting the player in the shoes of Desmond Phoenix, a skilled P.
Gross.
Pilot? I'm gonna guess pilot.
Or like the vegetable.
Never know.
Oh man,
Can-
well, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure it's not a Wing Commander slash X-wing slash Rogue Squadron type of game where it's like fly around and shoot stuff that way. Because you know it's just we can have nice things. So I'm pretty sure it's not that. So no, thank you. And that's the only type
Yeah.
of piloting I want to do in a pilot game,
Oh.
unless it's Ace Combat.
We should add me describing the box art.
What does the box art look like?
Dogos has it's mostly gray, and there's like a red or possibly orange
Colorblind.
dog,
That does not help that at all.
on the front,
Okay.
or like front like portrait.
That does not fit what I just heard as a description.
Maybe the title is supposed to be dogs.
Wow. Okay. There we go. So he's colorblind and he doesn't know letters. This is great. This is great.
And
This
he's
is
a
great.
talented P type of, or like a dog breed that begins with P.
Pug?
Pitbull E?
Pistachio? I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm just phoning it in, guys. I don't know what this game is about at all. I just don't know. I just don't.
Well, moving on. The final game for September 6th is Toho Genso Rondo Bullet Ballet for PS4.
It has bullet in it, which means it's probably a bullet hell game. No, thank you.
Which no, yeah, I'm saying nope. That's not a nope.
All right, September 7th, Oceanhorn Monster of Uncharted Seas for PS4 and Xbox One.
What? I wonder if it's a kaiju game. Is it a kaiju game? No. Eh.
You wake up and find a letter from your father. He is gone.
Oh, so he abandoned you. Fantastic. This is the kind of game you want. It's like, guys, you wake up, your dad said, F this, I'm out of here, and he left you. And, yeah, have fun with that.
I'm pretty sure it's not a kaiju game, so no thank you.
I don't know, that was like semi the plot of one of the Godzilla movies. One of the recent ones.
Yeah. That's true. September 8th, Just Sing for PS4 and Xbox One.
Ew, no thank you. I don't play those games. Not there's anything wrong with that if you do, just saying. I'm silently judging you.
He is silently judging you. He told me.
And also Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice for the 3DS.
Yes! I am excited. Wait, do you not do the Vita games for this? Because there should have been another one for the 6th. Now that I think about it.
Well, as we learned in the past, this is not a very complete or a comprehensive list.
Ah,
Once again, for entertainment purposes only, we will ask you what those games, because you have a ton of games coming up, so we'll just figure out what is really exciting that's coming out pretty soon. September 9th, The Elder Scrolls Online Gold Edition is coming out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
no.
No, thank you.
Also a game called Jotun, I think. Valhalla Edition for PS4 and Xbox One.
Vikings. Oh,
I don't think that's what that is.
Is this the? I know. I saw some game on the store, but I don't know if it's this game. It probably isn't. Where it's like side-scrolly. It looks very old school and like pixel arty. It's got some stuff
Jotun
going on.
is a hand-drawn action exploration
I think it is
game
this game.
set in North Smith.
I think it is this game. Oh man.
Do you think it is that game?
I hope I might check it out, but you know, if the price is right, if it's like $20, wait for us all, because yeah, it looked kind of hard.
September 13th.
Oh wait, I do know what game that is. Actually, now that I think about it, I remember it. Because when you said hand drawn, I was like, oh wait, it's the JOTAN game thingy.
Maybe it's pronounced Jotun.
No, I think you pronounced it correctly.
Okay.
It just caught me off guard because I was like, oh wait, yeah, the spelling is yeah.
September 13th, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
I didn't really like Dead Rising, so pass.
Yeah, I kind of like played it and I was like, yeah.
Then we got something called Rive, I think, Rive, for PC and PS4.
I do not know what this is.
Neither do I actually.
Rive, the metal wrecking robot hacking shooter. This
What
is
did I say? GTFO, guys. GTFO.
Hopefully it's not terrible, because it's got robots in it, and there's not enough good robot games, just saying.
Well, you only need one in your life. If Forum Software would get off their behinds.
Psychopass, Mandatory Happiness for PC, PS4, and Vita.
Yay!
If it wasn't the genre it is, I might check it out, but it's one of those, so no thank you. Not that there's anything wrong with it if you like those type of games.
Yeah, you can't silently judge me for that, so shut your face. Just shut your stupid face.
Then Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I love these weird Pac-Man games that they put out. They're just so fun. DX was like so amazing, and then like
Yes.
265 or 256, that was fun. This is going to be a fun game.
NASCAR Heat Evolution for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Ew, this is disgusting, Tropical. I'm about to vomit. How dare you disgrace
my.
our podcast with this type of game? Ew.
In that case, Pro Evolution Soccer 2017.
That's kind of a downgrade. I mean, that's or like a
like-
very similar, you know,
It's like it gets worse,
similar
guys.
space, Tropical, like from racing game of type of car you care less about to sports game. That's like, you know, yeah, smack in my face. Thanks.
Especially the worst of all sports.
Oh, well.
Soccer.
There's
Well-
a few other Dead Rising games coming out. Dead Rising 1 and 2, PS4 and Xbox One, but we already covered that. Something called Slain, Back from Hell for PS4.
What?
In Slain, Back from Hell, players control the fate of Batharin.
That one guy.
Batherin?
You know,
Is he a
Batherin.
bat? Does he turn into a bat? Is he a Batman?
No,
Man-Bat?
it's that one guy. You know the
I
guy.
don't know Batherin.
You do.
Does
You
he
know
turn
that
into a
guy.
bathtub?
No, he doesn't turn into a bat. Who turns into a bat?
I'm just
How
saying,
is that
Bat
even
isn't his name, so maybe that's what I'm trying to like glean from this. I don't know anything about this game.
The box art looks like... So it's like pixel art. There is a sarcophagus under a light shaft, so it looks like it's in a dungeon maybe.
It could be a roguelike, so on second thought, you know what? No thank you. You know, yeah, this is like seeing all the wrong signals. No thank you.
I'm sure you'd love it.
That's okay.
Love it. Love it.
Let's see. Make You Labyrinth of Death for PS.
Oh my.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
So, I'm about to say, it's like, that doesn't sound inviting at all. Like,
Labyrinth of Death.
discussion on that.
First, the wind stopped. Then, birds vanished from the skies.
This is way too pretentious of a
You can't
game.
get me going like that, and then just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right, I'll read one more line. Finally, the sun set.
I didn't really help at all. That actually made things more confusing.
I can't see. The sun's not out. Oh no.
Also not helpful. The box art is black and has the logo on it.
Well then,
No, thank you.
I guess not.
All right, last one for September 13th is Don't Starve Together for PS4.
Oh no! Why? Why with the can of Miku's, guys? Why? When will it end? When will it end? I thought we got out of that month, but we didn't. But we didn't. Is
All
it
right.
like online capable? Like, do we know?
I don't know. I have to check.
Because I mean, it could be fun, except for the
Yeah.
can of Miku's.
I wonder if he can do that. We'll see.
You'll hear all the horror stories. Like, day 15. Didn't last very long before I ate 3 of the people who were with me. But I had to. Had to do what was necessary. And they did tell us not to starve together, so I didn't starve with them.
I will sleep alone after I've eaten them. So, like, later. September 16th, Bioshock, The Collection, PS4, PC, and Xbox One.
I have all these games on other platforms, and I don't plan on buying them again, so no.
I kind of want it. I've been watching it, it's like, I kind of want it. Those games are amazing. RPG?
Nah, I'm good.
What was your... Oh.
It was a sarcastic gasp. I do those now, by the way. But it's. I mean, I already own. Actually, I own all of them in some way, shape, or form. So I was like, eh.
The only thing I don't have is Minerva's Den, which I heard was really good. But I didn't buy any of the DLC for Bioshock.
Tisk Tropical.
That being said, if there's a flash sale down the line a couple years from now and it's $5, I will totally pick it up because why not?
Sure. Probably for that. Also, September 16th, Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past for 3DS.
Yes, I hate Dragon Quest. But in all seriousness, no. I just these games, like, if they weren't so damn long, I'd be like all about it. But it's like even without like any of the stupid side quests and nonsense going on in these games, it's like you could still spend like upwards to 60 or 70 hours, and it's just like I don't have time for that. I just don't have time for that. Not to mention they're all like super old school still, because apparently Enix decided that they never wanted to actually update the stupid franchise. So
Yeah.
no, thank you.
September 20th, NBA 2K17 for everything except Nintendo platforms.
That's rude.
Sports games, they can go down a fire.
Oh my.
Air Conflicts Double Pack for PS4.
Ooh, is this a fly shoot game with ship stuff?
This exclusive double pack combines both Air Conflicts, Vietnam,
Okay, that's weird because I've not heard of air conflicts, so no thank you.
Mm.
Except if I
Nah.
haven't heard about it by now, and it's like some bundle of games I don't care about or haven't heard about, it's probably not worth playing. So,
On the PS4, no less. Wow. Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters Daybreak Special Gig. All PlayStation platforms except PS.
Although it's the updated re-release. Japan is really like fond of that, aren't they? Like the whole, and it
Yeah,
also has like a
a
really long unnecessary
rejiggered
title to it
version.
too. But yeah, it's like because it also has like the extra playable stuff in addition to like the normal story stuff too. So it's like, yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, that title, man. They're like, hey guys, let's just make stuff up. Let's just make stuff up because it's like daybreak something session something nonsense something. It's like guys, it's ridiculous.
I kind of
No.
want it. The PS3 one was fun.
I think I'm gonna get it because it's a re-release.
Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse.
Also,
Sarcastic
yes,
gasp.
that's not a sarcastic guess. That I'm actually excited for. So
Tekken.
no, thank you.
Dear Esther, PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh, I didn't know this was coming to PS4. I already have it on PC, so pass. Unless it's like $5.
I'm good.
Destiny, Rise of Iron.
Yes!
PS4
Ew.
and Xbox One.
Stop it. No means no. Get away from me. I'll call the police.
Nah,
Also, Destiny the Collection, PS4, Xbox One.
that one actually has like all of the things. All of the things.
I thought I got a restraining order. Didn't you get the letter in the mail? Stop it.
It's because you keep inviting it over for tea, Tekken, and it's like all the mixed signals you're sending it. It's just like I don't know. Maybe he does still want me to come back. Maybe he doesn't. Like I don't
Still
know.
lives in your house.
Yeah. You're sending mixed signals, Tekken. You need to cut the cord. If you really don't want it, just cut the cord. Let them know you're serious.
Jazz Punk, Director's Cut for PS4.
That
This is still
Jazz-
September 20th, by the way.
jazz punk. What?
Jazz Punk is a comedy adventure set in an alternate reality cold.
Yay? Yeah, I don't know. It's like musical punk. So everything is made out of instruments.
Adventure, eh? Sounds interesting.
Like Tales of the Borderlands?
It's probably not like Tales of the Borderlands.
Yeah, I can't get excited like that because then I'm just gonna get like set up to let myself down. It's just like, well, this is just not fun at all. It's like I basically lied to myself. So yeah, probably not a good idea to do that.
Final
So-
one for September 20th is Lithium, Inmate 39 for PS4.
Assuming you're playing a bipolar inmate of some sort.
Lithium, Inmate 39 tells the story of a psychiatric patient who...
Oh, I was right. So there goes that.
Oh, that's great.
Only because they used lithium to treat bipolar patients back in the day. Now we just shoot them, give them lobotomies. I'm just kidding about that part, mostly.
September 27th. 27th. XCOM 2, PS4 and Xbox One.
Finally.
I am excited about that. I was
Finally,
I was
yes.
sad at first. It was just like, oh no, this is PC only. So I was just like, F you guys, F everybody with the PC that can play it, F the developers, F everybody. But they were like, oh, we're bringing it to the PS4. I was like, okay, I take back all my effing. You guys are okay now.
ATV Renegades, PS4 and Xbox One.
No, tell it to get its own day. XCOM's coming out.
I remember back in the day when like the ATV off-road game was like always the greatest hit on the PS2, and like I didn't play them, and I was like, why do people play these games? And I've never played them. So
Just like off-road racing. Darkest Dungeon, PS4 and PS Vita.
Oh, maybe
Well,
that's
until I was informed that this game is a roguelike, I had interest in it. But now that I know it's a roguelike, I can no longer support it. So goodbye.
Aw, so pretty. in a
It
really
is.
demented way.
But it's also like not. There's like no, because I think you have like a party system in there too, but
Yeah.
there's like no co-op or anything. So I was like, what's the point of this? What is the point of this? So
Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice for 3DS.
Ha, you're
No.
funny.
just no.
All right. Shantae?
Shantae.
Shantae? I don't know. Half Genie Hero for PC, Vita, PS3, Wii U, Xbox 360, and Xbox One.
Did you say PS4? Because I don't think you said PS4 Tropical.
I did not say PS4.
Huh. Well,
Is it on PS4?
not on PS4. I could care less. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah, it doesn't look like PS4. That's it's very strange.
Oh. Maybe it was intentional because they knew it wasn't going to be good. If you don't want your crap, if you don't want it, you only want your good stuff.
There are a lot of Shantae games. It's weird.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Which I used to think they were just all the same game, just like with a unnecessary like amount of press. But yeah, apparently it's a thing. So I don't know.
Steins Gate?
Yeah,
Steins.
I see it.
Gate 0.
Yay.
PS4 and PS Vita.
Now, I mean, the anime for this thing is weird because I'm assuming it's like based on the visual novel, so that's probably why it's weird. So I'm only assuming that this visual novel is based on the game that's based on the visual novel that's based on the game. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be a bunch of nonsense. And I also think it's a prequel, so yeah.
Ew, prequels.
And once again, the series is weird because the main character is like clinically insane. So, because I think he thinks his microwave is a time machine or some nonsense. It's a weird anime. There are bananas involved. Like I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. This is an actual thing. So it's actually a plot point.
September 29th. Yesterday Origins for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I feel so familiar.
I do not know what this is.
Yesterday Origins will continue the tale of the protagonist, Fro.
What? From today?
from
Origins?
I'm assuming it's from
Tomorrow?
yesterday. I think it's just from yesterday.
Plastic? Oh.
From
That is-
yesterday.
Just from yesterday is the name of the actual game. Since this is Yesterday Origins.
I've not heard
That
of
makes
this
sense.
weird saga that's named after things you would call the day of the week besides their actual names.
Makes perfect sense. What's the genre on that one? Or the box art? Or both?
The box art
It
looks
says
like
yesterday.
a door,
It's like yesterday. How do you portray yesterday?
like a red door
Text.
on a
So it's orange or yellow.
maybe. And then, man, these images are really small. Like
On it.
a bigger guy with a cane in blue, and a smaller guy wearing white.
Wow. Okay. I don't. What the hell?
There's a barrel.
Wow. So this only left me more confused. So great.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever meant to be seen at that size. It's very tiny.
Probably not. Actually,
September 30th. Looks like there are 2 Yokai Watch games.
there is.
Yokai Watch 2, Fleshy Souls, and Bony
And
Spirits
Bony Spirits.
for 3DS.
I was thinking about it, but I was like, there's so many games coming out in September, and it's like, and then there's October right after that, and I was like, then Pokemon comes out the month after that. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's like
Maybe
I
if I
would
get
be
the
interested.
first
In
one.
it. It's just like too much. It's too much, man. It's too much.
Then
Sad.
I don't know if this is accurate anymore, but it says A King's Tale Final Fantasy 15 comes out.
It It's not
on
appearing.
September 30th.
Oh, wait, this isn't the
Um,
game. Never mind.
That's not the game. That's
Is it
the
anime?
brawler
Oh.
that's supposed to be releasing with it as a pre-order bonus.
So probably not.
Well, it's possible because they released that the mobile one, the mobile game already too. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
And the movie is out, right?
the movie's out as
Yep,
well.
King's
Yes.
Live.
Yeah.
So they might actually not care and just like release it.
It's like we have to worry about patching these. They're already done.
Shh. Just do it. And then, so the last one is a 3DS game, Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack for 3DS.
That game actually looked kind of cool in the trailers when I first saw it, but I was like, I don't want to play any like platform Mega Man-ish type games, so I'm good. I'm good.
All right, then we got the ones that don't have firm release dates. So these are just sometime in September. Something called Lichtsphere for Linux, Mac, PC, PS4, and Vita.
I don't know what that is.
Lichtsphere is an action arcade light spear throwing simulator. Bah.
No, thank you. Spear throwing simulator? What?
Maybe
Is
it's
that
a
What
VR
not-
they
game.
make these days?
That not super fun for you?
No, it's not.
Not. Do you not love the idea of
Well,
simulating
RPG in modern
spirit throwing?
times, we have tools that are so much more efficient than a spear.
Like guns
that works too.
and harpoon guns, no less. They're like spears, except that they shoot them. It's
And
even
I don't
better.
have to pick the thing up after I throw it. It just comes back to me or kills what it is thrown at or shot at.
Well, it might not kill it, but it will injure it.
Yeah, I can't describe this box art. It's weird. Space Overlords, PS4, PS3, and PS Vita.
Space
Sounds interesting.
Overlords. Is it about
Do
space
tell.
overlords?
Space
Captain.
Overlords is an
About cats.
indie action strategy title where players.
That actually sounds interesting. I will now put that on my watch list because I don't have enough games in September.
And last one. So last one is Read Only Memories for
Yay,
PS4 and
looking forward to
PS
this one.
Vita.
Looking forward to it. Yes, yes.
I don't know what this
San
is. so-
Francisco 20-something something.
Read Only Memories is a new cyberpunk adventure that takes plot.
It's with this guy in Cyberpunk.
Sorry.
I'm good. I've played enough Deus Ex to know that I probably shouldn't play any more Cyberpunk games.
And those are the releases, at least according to releases.com, for September.
They missed Trails in the Sky, Trails of Cold Steel, or Legends in the something. Legend of Heroes. There, guys. Like these titles, man. People, guys, get simpler titles.
Oh, is it the second one?
It's like it's Trails of Cold Steel 2. So it's like it's like Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Cold Steel 2, or some long unnecessary title or some nonsense. But yeah, it's like guys. See, this is why I can never remember names of stuff, because all these developers are like, guys, let's just throw words in our title and then just hope for the best. I'm looking at you, Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunter Daylight Break Gig Second Session something thing. Gosh, seriously, guys, seriously, nonsense. Whatever
And
happened
that's for PS Vita only? Or
Vita and PS3, but I mean nobody
Okay.
plays PS3 anymore, so it's for the Vita.
Cool. So yeah, I don't know how we conclude these sessions. They're just fun. So, if you would like an actual informative releases
Why would
version of this, then let us know, and we may consider it.
No, we won't. We'll still do it like we're doing it because it's more fun this way. Why would you need full information on things? Because then you'll actually know if you want something or not.
I know.
Why would you want that? Why would you want that? But yes, these next 2 months are going to be pretty heavy. So Yay.
We could say it's like commentary. People judging games that they haven't played. It's the same as us judging games off of one truncated sentence.
How meta.
Anyways, on to the news this week. There is a Metal Gear Solid 5 Definitive Collection releasing
We all know
at some point.
We all knew it was happening.
So there's a way for Konami to continue to make money off of Metal Gear without making something weird that nobody seems to want.
I'll buy it when it's $10.
Yeah, I guess what it comes with is Ground Zero and Phantom Pain and DLC, which I was not aware that the game had. It's like multiplayer stuff, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Actually,
So
I wouldn't be upset about that if they did like the whole Capcom thing of like, hey, Resident Evil 4, you're gonna get ported every console generation from now until infinity. You to Resident Evil 1 because people love you that much and you're that amazing and you make us that much money.
Man, that would be really cool. The first Metal Gear in Fox Engine. Although I don't know if it would work.
It
Or,
probably would.
if we could finally get a non-GameCube edition of Twin Snakes. I liked it. I don't care what Gamer says. I like that game. So yeah.
That's the thing, like Twin Snakes. I mean, yeah, it's totally fine, but there are parts of it that don't work the same as in the original game because you can aim your gun.
First person.
So yeah,
Complete overhaul.
but yeah, that would be cool if Konami started doing that with their with their property.
Or
that
they
they
can
can't
just stop releasing them separately and like have them in a full game to begin with. And we can avoid all that.
PlayStation Plus games for the month of September have been released.
Oh, have they?
Yep. The full lineup is Lords of the Fallen for PS4,
Wait, I already have that. That doesn't.
Journey for PS4 and PS3.
Journey.
Now everyone can have it.
Except that everyone and I don't want to because it's like, well, nobody's going to be around for me to play with. So I can't.
Actually, the last time I was there were still people walking around Journey.
Oh.
Did you know that the more you play it, like your robe gets more and more elaborate?
I did not know that.
Yeah, like
The pattern
eventually
or
I
the
saw
length?
the pattern gets more and more elaborate on the robe itself,
Quickly,
not the
like-
scarf.
Interesting.
Gigantic.
And then at the end, like there are people walking around with white robes, and that's like you've done it however many times.
Oh, I thought that meant you found all the pieces of your scarf.
Nope. Then your scarf would just be super long.
Maybe. But yeah, like I noticed that last time because you have a pretty plain one in the beginning, and you just get more and more decorations on it. It's like, well, that's kind of cool.
I want to look for it.
Yeah. The only reason to play games like Destiny.
Basically.
Ugh, that game. Did we talk about the
Vanity,
collection?
guys. Vanity.
Well, I mentioned it
in the
in
release.
Rapid-
No, I mean like
Release
on the
responses.
podcast when they unveiled
Probably
it.
not,
that week.
because I remember you said, "Hey, there's some news about that game I don't like, so we don't have to talk about it." And then we kind of didn't talk about it.
We also may not have been around that week, or at least not all of us.
Yeah, I don't remember talking about it. So whatever.
Yeah, because you said
Attic.
not to.
That exists.
You were ecstatic about it.
Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands for PS3. I think
What?
that's the. Is that the cell shaded one?
No, 'cause
it's
that
not.
one was
That's
just called Prince of
Yeah,
Persia.
with Elika, that's
Oh.
just Persia.
That one was great, and then they never made a sequel because they were like, "LOL, guys, we lied. It's not really going to be a new trilogy at all."
We're just gonna make Assassin's Creed forever.
That's like when Ubisoft was like, "Oh, we could make another Beyond Good and Evil. Here's a teaser trailer. Here's some gameplay that's leaked supposedly," and then it's like, "Ooh, vaporware."
Like, LOLs, just kidding.
Just kidding. Doesn't exist.
We're just testing you, and you failed because you believed us. Like, F you, Ubisoft. It's just F you. And the horse you rode in on.
Datura for PS3.
I don't know what that is, so I'm assuming
It's
I
like a
won't.
weird, move game, I think.
How does that work if you don't have move? Why would they make that a free game?
Well, you didn't have to have move. but it was when they first showed it, it was for Move, and it was the sort of surreal journey through surreal type places, and then a surreal ending. I recommend having a PlayStation Eye attached when you play it. The Move, I don't know if the Move really added anything.
It didn't. I was there.
Then there's Badland for Vita, PS4, and PS3.
Sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what this one
Badlands?
is. No, it's just Badland, singular.
Never mind. Because I was going to say that's the one where you like change polarity or something, but that's not it. Or the one where you like get all the thingies as you like go through the thingies.
Ah, that game.
Housemark, I think it was. Or no, that one. I think it was Housemark.
The worst English describer of anything ever. Like, hey guys, remember that thing with the thing? And also that thing happened to it. And then those other things, like, oh, right. I remember all that. Except the dome.
Let's
They're like
see.
Angry Bird looking thingies, and you like grab them and as you go through the stage. Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe it is that game. I don't know. And then finally, Amnesia Memories for PS Vita.
Wait, why?
Cause I don't understand the question.
Like, why? That is the question. Like, there's nothing to understand.
Because it's on Vita, and I don't know. Deals were made. Money exchange hands.
Yeah, boy. Murder. Actually, I have no idea what this game is.
It's like
Unless it's the game I am thinking of, in which
sort
case,
of visual novel-ish parts.
and it is the thing I'm
mixed
thinking. It is the
with,
one I'm thinking of.
it's from Idea
like a-
Factory.
It's like a semi-dating sim / what are those things called? Like they're called something, but I forgot the name of them.
Creeper
One of
Simulator?
those. What?
Creeper Simulator?
that is a more accurate name for it, probably. But
Well, it says the genre is a visual novel.
yes, then it is the one I'm thinking of. Then, but there's like a people call them some. I can't think for the life of me what it's called though.
If it's
But,
not a visual
yeah.
novel or dating simulator, I have no idea.
It's like, well, I think it's like another word for dating simulator, but I can't for the life of me remember what the word was. It's something Japanese, so that's
Oh.
probably why I don't.
That's probably why. So it's like the Muso of Dicey Warrior games, but for the genre.
It is like that, yeah.
I think sometimes they call them like harem games or something
No,
like that.
it's like there's like a
No?
word for that, but you're on the right track though. You're on the right.
Okay.
Get
Just
any
can't-
warmer!
I just can't for the life of me think of the name. I'll figure it out eventually. Somebody on Twitter figure it out quick. Twitter people. But yeah.
So yeah, those are the games for September.
I was like, wait, that was a long time ago.
Yes, we're in 2017, the year the video game has arrived. Yes!
Yes! I wish, man, because Persona 5, man, for the epic win. But yeah.
There is a PlayStation meeting happening next week at around the time that we're podcasting. Everyone assumes it's about Neo and the PlayStation Slim, which exists. Apparently, it's not called Slim; it's just like PS4, and people are reviewing it on their websites and stuff. So it's real. Neo, we are pretty sure we'll learn more about, but something that I think a lot of people forgot is PlayStation VR comes out in October, and I guess one more time to see what it's all about. Probably not a bad idea. So that'll probably be there. And the clues are they are announcing like a ton of VR stuff right now. And, judging by how they've been doing it in the past, it's like with E3 and stuff, they announce a lot of stuff leading to the show so that they can have this tight show, but still get all the info out there. So lots of things are being announced. 2K announced a Carnival Games VR coming to VR in October. Batman Arkham we're seeing more stuff. There was some Chinese studio, like Oasis something. They're releasing like 6 games, I think, before the end of the year. Or I think it's like 5 of them in October. It's been a lot of behind the scenes stuff. PlayStation VR.
A Tomy game. That's what it was. I was like, what? It was gonna drive me crazy. Oh my gosh,
No,
it's gonna drive me
that's
crazy.
if you play as a girl.
That's how amnesia works.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird. Thanks, Japan.
It's like a reverse harem kind of thing.
Mm.
I was like, what? I know there's a name for this, and it's gonna drive me crazy. Don't figure it out. But yes.
The other
That.
H word.
Oh, here it is. Oasis Games is launching 5 VR games before. So 4 of them in October and another one for the holidays. They are called Weeping Doll, probably a horror game. Dying Reborn, sounds also like a horror game. Pixel Gear,
Not a horror game.
Ace Banana,
What?
probably also not a horror game, and something called Mixip. Ace Banana is, the description says, if you're looking for a banana archer protecting a stash of bananas, there's one thing you need to watch out for. That's right, monkeys. In this arcade archery game, you'll grab your bow and fight off waves of marauding monkeys. Because if they get all your bananas, it's game over.
Save the bananas from the monkeys.
Save the banana, save the world.
Weeping Doll is a story-driven horror adventure where dolls can come alive,
Oh, there you go, Tropical.
animated by the angry thoughts that arise whenever their children feel wrong.
Creepy dolls
This
all up in your
sounds
face.
amazing.
VR
What game
style.
is this?
Mm.
What is this for?
This is Weeping Doll for PSVR.
Damn it! I'm not getting VR stuff. Otherwise, this would be awesome.
Pixel Gear, shoot those pixel monsters. This game is a colorful 3D pixel shoot 'em up with a variety of crazy cartoon monsters and ghosts as enemies. Each level is packed with interactive objects that exhibit entertaining reactions when hit, and upgradable weapons grant the ability to slow down or even stop time. So, like, can't think of anything. Anyway, Dying Reborn is a horror-themed puzzle game that recreates a unique first-person room escape experience.
Oh, come on!
You'll examine, collect, and use items to solve a variety of creative puzzle types to escape each spooky room, feeling shivers down your spine at every turn.
This is basically like made for me. I mean, like I literally just played like a trilogy of games based around something like this. Oh my gosh.
And the last one is, I think, Mixip or Mix IP. That's how it's spelled. In this arcade space shooter, you'll control 2 ships simultaneously, wielding a move controller in each hand. Combine the ships for new abilities, dodge heavy fire, and grab upgrades to increase weapon power and take down bosses. It's like a throwback to bullet hell shooters of the past, but brought to life in a cool VR world where you take your fate in your hands. Literally.
Mm.
So that's those. There was another one. Well, yeah, lots of VR stuff is coming out right now, so it's happening. I don't know what podcasting will be like next week if we intend to watch the stream. Maybe we'll commentate and stream at the same time.
So we always do.
Open up 2 YouTube pages and you can, yeah. Cool. Other VR news, like, so some games like Drive Club VR seem to be like new games, and you have to, so you don't get VR just by owning Drive Club. You have to buy Drive Club VR. But other games, apparently Hustle Kings and Super Stardust Ultra, and Bound are going to get VR support patches at launch. And then, of course, there's the X-Wing missions that are free with Battlefront, and the Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration stuff that will be free. Or included with purchase. Free.
Silly tropical tricks are for kids.
There was something. Well, so this is like, I guess, a discussion. So No Man's Sky seems to have been pretty polarizing, and people are getting refunds and stuff on it. Is this fair? You buy a game that you don't like and you get refunds?
That was the case. Then a lot of people owe me money. But that's not like, it's like that's not how it works though. It's like you bought it, so it's like it's kind of on you. It's like you can't be all like, oh, I didn't like this, even though I played it for 70 hours. That'd be like Tekken returning Destiny now. It's like, guys,
I don't like Destiny anymore.
It's like, take this back.
Your playtime says 2,000 hours.
Like, I don't care. I hated it.
Well, so, I mean, first, I guess, like, people are making the argument that it was falsely advertised. Do you think, judging from what you've heard of it from, like, Gamer and stuff, is it not the game that was advertised?
No, I don't think it was. I think the problem is that it was only falsely advertised if you didn't, like, do 100% on your research job. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm basing this off of like something that was like old that they said about the game, like, because like before the game came out, there was like those trailers about what was the game or what the game was, and it's like if you didn't like that, like if you didn't base your opinion off of that, the current modern, intel that is like based on what the game is now and not what it is like 12 months ago when you're like, oh man, it can go anywhere and do anything. Oh, it's gonna be so amazing. I'm on the hype train and I just don't care. I don't care so much that I'm not gonna care. I'm not even gonna look at whatever new PR stuff they put out to like be informed about what the game is. It's like that's on you, buddy, because that's not how it works.
I mean, I think it was still the game they said it was gonna be. I think people just like
overhyped it.
They like did it. Yeah, exactly. It's like they did it to themselves, like where they were setting it up to be something that it wasn't. It's like the developer never said it was going to be all these things that people were saying, and then people were like twisting quotes that people said, and like, well, he said this, so that means this must. It's like, no, you just interpreted how you decided to. So it's like, no, it's not.
Too. I'm like, I'm going to interpret what he said this way, which is not what he meant.
So it's like, no, that's on you for deciding to do that. It's like, it's not.
So, like, you would actually place the blame on people misinterpreting everything? Like, you don't think this is like a Peter Molyneux type thing where,
nope.
Like, when he claims games are like what he thinks they will be?
No, because no one did what he did. But it's like, there were no claims involved. People were just misinterpreting stuff and making it what they wanted it to be. So, yeah, I don't believe this is the developer's fault, and no one should be getting refunds or anything for this. It's on them. They just have to accept what they did to themselves. So.
All right. Well, finally, we have a new PlayStation Now edition. 6 new games this month. Mafia 2, Tomb Raider Game of the Year edition, Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution, Heavy Rain with the Taxidermist DLC, and Borderlands Ultimate Edition.
I want to be in Borderlands.
All of those are added to the subscription service, which apparently now has like 400 some games.
Oh my.
Next month, they're teasing Castlevania Harmony of Despair. I guess they're doing they call it Shocktober. Second annual Shocktober celebration on PS Now. So yeah, they're teasing Castlevania, and I guess there'll be other scary games at that point. And in celebration of it now, in the US being available on PC, they have reduced or they're doing like a promo price again, 12 months of PS Now for $100, and you can now play it on your PC.
Yay! I wish I had a PC
gotta
that
check.
could play things.
I want to check that out actually in a little while, because it's if it's streaming, your PC shouldn't have to be able to do much of anything.
That is correct.
It's like running Netflix. So
That is also correct.
That's true, but kind of not at the same time, isn't it?
No, because it's just net connectivity. It's not any hardware acceleration at all.
yeah,
It's all about your internet speed.
Mm.
and to a lesser extent, your PC's ability to eat that data.
Delicious, delicious data.
Yeah. But yeah. So that is the news I have. Anything else you guys see this week?
No.
Hey!
Maybe. I have no idea.
I think I saw. Well, no, I didn't see anything. I just, nothing. I think.
Oh wait, another sad news. Gran Turismo Sport was delayed to next year.
Oh yeah, there was. Okay, I was like, there's something, and then it's like, what was it? But then I was like, that's not really a surprise because I was like, it always gets delayed. So I was like, yeah, I kind of like wanted this to be the one time where it's like they announce it and it doesn't get delayed. But
It's Gran Turismo,
yeah,
so it's
it's
bound to
Gran Turismo
happen.
for you. Yeah.
And it's probably for the best anyway, because, I mean, it's too much crap coming out. And there's only a few months left in the year, so it would have had to come out, like, soon.
Yes. Yeah. When I saw it, it's like, this is how I react to all delays now. It's like, whew. Okay. What else can I get that month?
It's true. Because that's why I was kind of glad when Final Fantasy 15 got delayed, because, like, now I can get XCOM. So I was like, yay, this all worked out. It all worked out.
The delays work out well. I guess I'll leave it there. Well, no, let's one more. Castle of Illusion, that game that I added to my complete list a few months back, will no longer be available for purchase starting this Friday, because the deal between Sega and I guess Disney will be over, and so they're gonna delist the game from Xbox Live, PSN, and Steam.
Wow. See,
If you already own it, then you can still download it, but you can't buy it anymore after that.
it's super weird because like they also put out like some Disney games on GOG.com, like Aladdin and some other crap. So I'm wondering like. I really hope they don't do the vault thing that they do with movies with games of like, oh
my
it's
gosh.
for limited time, and then take it away. And it's like, you can't buy it anymore, suckers. Ugh, that would not be a fun time.
It'd be a super fun time.
Not a fun time. Ugh.
All right, and that is where I will leave it.
Yay.
So,
Cryptic.
Alrighty, anything to say before we sign off RPG and drop the goal?
Google us! Google us, Google us, Google. Man, that's hard.
Too much Googling going on. You hurt yourself, didn't you?
Anything to say before we sign off RPG? Okay, so yeah, Aimless Babel C, like Tropical said, just Google us on the internet, and, you know, hopefully we pop up there somewhere, Aimless Babel Z, aimlesspodcast.com, and until you see or hear from us again, we're now signing off.